Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's Tobey's Talk Show. This is episode number 41, and today I'll be giving you guys my NFL award predictions. So I don't think I gave my award predictions last year. I think I only did an NFL hierarchy video, but today you will be seeing Tobey's first NFL award prediction video. So this is for the 2020-2021 season, obviously, and just a disclaimer, I have watched Week 1 already. This was filmed Monday, so it's before the Monday night games, but there are 16 more weeks, so a lot can change, a lot of things can happen. So I really, you could consider it, kind of getting a head start, but what can you do? I guess I should stop talking and start giving you guys my predictions. So we'll start with the MVP award. So the MVP award is definitely a quarterback award. Michael Thomas had a very historic year last year, and he wasn't really even in the conversation. So I'm going to stick to quarterbacks. I'm not going to really go crazy with the wide receivers or running backs. And I'm going to give it to Russell Wilson. And, there are a lot of great quarterbacks in the league right now. You have Lamar, who just won it. Patrick Mahomes, who won it 2 years ago. And those guys could definitely win it this year as well. But I think Russell Wilson's going to pull it out this year. The reason why I say that is because, the Seahawks defense got a lot better, especially with Jamal Adams. I think Russell Wilson will be able to have the ball in his hands a lot more because of that. A lot more 3-and-outs, etc. And also his supporting cast is really good. They re-signed Josh Gordon. Metcalf looks like he'll have another nice year. Lockett's still there. You still have more. Chris Carson's back to full health. So that team looks really good. It looks healthy. I did watch the Seahawks-Falcons game, and the Seahawks dismantled them. The score doesn't really look as close as it was. They kind of, easily drove down the field every single time and scored, whether that was a Chris Carson run, whether that was a DK Metcalf throw. And I think Russell Wilson will get a lot of opportunities this year on the offensive end to score a lot of touchdowns. And, I think with quarterbacks, it's getting to a point where you kind of need to have a rushing quarterback to kind of be a dual threat quarterback. You're seeing, Patrick Mahomes could even run a little bit. Lamar Jackson, obviously, last year. And Russell Wilson was kind of guy who's been doing that for 10 years already. I think it's his year to win the MVP. I'm going to kind of give a brief analysis. I don't want to be talking too much for each award because there are a lot of awards to go through. That's why I think Russell Wilson will win it. Obviously Aaron Rodgers, Lamar, and Patrick Mahomes are probably the other candidates for it. But I don't know. I think Russell Wilson's going to be able to pull it out. The next award is Coach of the Year award. So there are a lot of great candidates. You have the Saints head coach Sean Payton, and the Ravens are going to be great with Harbaugh again. But I'm going to go with Bruce Arians of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The reason why I say that is because, usually a lot of the award voters love a good storyline. And the Bucs were a pretty average team last year. Jameis Winston was there, and we all know what happened there, 2020 vision. But I think if the Bucs go 11-5, 12-4, they did just lose to the Saints. But if they have a really good record, 11-5, 12-4 record, like I just said, I think with that story, Bruce Arians, Tom Brady there, I think Bruce Arians will win it. That defense looks really, really good, and that offense is crazy. The fact that they have LaShawn McCoy, Rojo, and Leonard Fournette in the backfield with Gronk and O.J. Howard as tight ends, and then with Godwin and Evans at the wide receiver positions, it's very scary. Their team is really, really good. And everyone's making fun of them, but they lost to one of the best teams in the league with the Saints. So I think if the Buccaneers go 11-5, 12-4, they're gonna have a chance. I think the other candidates will probably be Pete Carroll, Harbaugh, Sean Payton, Andy Reid, and So that's why I think Bruce Arians will win Coach of the Year. I think the Bucs are gonna be a good team this year, even though they're in a tough division, and I think the storyline's gonna help. Next is the NFL Offensive Player of the Year award. So usually, it kind of makes sense if the MVP, because it's a quarterback, would win it, but they usually don't do that. And last year, Michael Thomas won it, and this year, I'm going to have Christian McCaffrey winning it. Christian McCaffrey had one of the best fantasy seasons of all time, and he somehow lost to Michael Thomas. I don't want to say somehow. I think they should have honestly split it. They both had really crazy seasons last year. But I think especially with Michael Thomas now a little injured, he didn't have a great game last week. I think it's McCaffrey's year to win it. McCaffrey scored a touchdown yesterday, so he's already on the right track, and he's just a scoring machine. The Panthers did upgrade a little bit with Bridgewater, and they got Robbie Anderson, et cetera, et cetera. But it's McCaffrey's team, and I think they'll still give him the ball a lot, whether that's running or throwing the ball. And I think it's McCaffrey's year to win it. Michael Thomas could still be in the conversation, maybe Julio, Aaron Jones, Dalvin Cook, a lot of great players. But for me, I think McCaffrey's going to pull it out this year, and I think he'll have another great, great season. The next award is the AP NFL Defensive Player of the Year award. And I'm going to give it to Myles Garrett. And that may be, kind of a questionable pick. On the defense side of the ball, there are a lot of players to choose from. You could have safeties, middle linebackers, defensive ends. Aaron Donald won it recently. But I think Myles Garrett's going to win it this year. I think Myles Garrett has something to prove, especially after the incident last year. Um, and I think he'll take it all out on these tackles. Myles Garrett had a great year last year, and I expect him to have a better one this year. I think he's really going to jump into becoming a top tier player. I think Aaron Donald's in consideration. Jamal Adams might, succeed in that Seahawks defense. But to me, I kind of see it. I kind of feel Myles Garrett. I feel his anger. I feel his passion. He just got his contract, so I think he's hyped up. And yeah, a lot of players to choose from. But for me, it's going to be Myles Garrett. I think he'll have 10, 12, 14 plus sacks, lots of tackles, a few forced fumbles. I know he had a fumble recovery even yesterday. So, I actually forgot about that until I was just said that. So that's not the reason why I chose Myles Garrett. Don't worry. But yeah, my pick is Myles Garrett. Obviously, Aaron Donald, like I said, Jamal, Bobby, et cetera, all are going to be in that conversation probably as well. My next pick is the NFL Rookie of the Year award, and I'm going to go with Joe Burrow. Now, Tua could be in the conversation, but he's not going to play that much this year. I think they're going to really let him slowly come into the situation with the Dolphins, especially that O-line does not look good. I don't think they want him to get hit after hit after hit after hit. And yeah, I think Joe Burrow has the keys to the franchise. I think they'll let him throw a lot, let him get NFL ready, let him get suited to the NFL atmosphere, the NFL defenses. Yesterday he had an okay game, no throwing touchdowns, he had a rushing touchdown, but it was his first game. He drove down the field really beautifully in the last 2 minutes last game. So you can't really blame him for the loss. I mean, Bullock just shanked the field goal. So yeah, I think Joe Burrow, I know it's an easy choice. There are a lot of great players also to choose from. But for me, I'm going to go with the easy pick in Joe Burrow. I just think the Bengals are all in on him. They're going to let him succeed, let him do whatever he wants on the offensive side of the football. And that's why I have him winning NFL Rookie of the Year. And usually, if a quarterback wins Rookie of the Year, they also win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Unless it was like the Dak-Zeke situation where they both were just absolute studs. So I'm going to say that he's going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year also. Other players could be like Henry Ruggs, CD, maybe Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Actually, I'm going to say that Joe Burrow win the NFL Rookie of the Year award, and I'll say that Clyde Edwards-Helaire will win the Offensive Rookie of the Year award. Usually, they kind of give the quarterback, or they usually give, if it's a quarterback that wins Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year as well, like Kyler Murray last year. But I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to say that Joe Burrow's going to have a great year, like a lot of people predict he will, and he'll win Rookie of the Year. But I think Clyde Edwards-Helaire will also have an amazing year, just kind of like the Dak and Zeke situation, even though they're on the same team. And I think they'll give Clyde Edwards-Helaire Offensive Rookie of the Year. It seems like the Chiefs really trust him. There were a lot of question marks. Obviously, a lot of people had him high in fantasy, but how good is he going to be in the actual NFL? And he looked really solid Thursday night. I think he had a touchdown and like 120 yards, which is a lot. He looks very comfortable. He knows how to get through the holes. He's very shifty, and they love to pass to him also when he goes out. So I think Clyde Edwards-Helaire will win Offensive Rookie of the Year. I just think in some of the receivers, like Ruggs is already injured. CD's kind of in a tough situation. Jerry Jeudy has a lot of receivers there as well. There's not like that wide receiver that's given the keys, and it's like the number one guy. So that's why I'll have Clyde Edwards-Helaire winning the Offensive Rookie of the Year award. The Defensive Rookie of the Year award, I'll give that to Chase Young. The man's a stud. He's an animal. He's really, really good, and he already had 1.5 sacks against Carson Wentz. Obviously, that line got tanked by injuries, but I mean, he's really, really good. He's so strong. It's kind of scary how good this man's gonna be. That was a bad voice crack, but yeah, I mean, there are a lot of great players to choose from, but I just think Chase Young. There's a reason why he was the number 2 pick. He's really strong, really big. He's very shifty. Also, he knows how to move. He knows how to get rid of the tackles. And that's why I have Chase Young winning the Defensive Rookie of the Year award. Jeff Okudah also, I think he could play. I think he could definitely be in that conversation, I should say. I'll give him credit. But, Chase Young is just too good. The next is Comeback Player of the Year award. Also, let me just say beforehand, Derek Brown also, I think he'll be in the consideration. So, the Comeback Player of the Year award. So, there, are a few candidates for this award. But for me, I'm going to go with Big Ben Roethlisberger. So, obviously, as you guys know, Ben Roethlisberger was out last year with the injury. I think it was an elbow injury. And I think the Steelers, honestly, I predicted it. And I think they're going to have a really, really good year. I predicted in my last video, I think I said 9-7, 10-6, maybe 11-5. And I think, they have a good team. They went 8-8 with Duck Hodges as quarterback. So I think that should tell you something. That team is really, really good. And I think Juju's back healthy. James Conner's back healthy. Deontay Johnson looks like he's going to break out. And Big Ben's a really good quarterback, and people are forgetting that, I think. He's 40, I think 40, 41, which is really old. But quarterbacks could play that long. It's not like the NBA where you're getting hit. Obviously the quarterbacks are getting hit, but quarterbacks could play a lot longer than NBA players can. As you can see, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, they're all doing it. And so yeah, I have Big Ben having a big year, helping the Steelers go 9-7, 10-6, 11-5. Mike Tomlin's really, really good. That defense looks really, really good. And that's why I have Big Ben winning Comeback Player of the Year award. I can't really think on the top of my head who else could be in consideration. But yeah, he's been my guy since he's come back. I think that Steelers team is going to be really, really good. And yeah, I have Big Ben winning the Comeback Player of the Year award. And I'll do the last one, which is the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year award. It's kind of hard to pick from because it could be literally anyone who does anything charitable, like really kind. But let's see, who will I go with? I'm gonna go with the Cowboys since I'm a Cowboys fan, and I'm gonna go with Jalen Smith. Really nice man. I know this is kind of weird. It could be absolutely anyone, but if I get it right, that'd be honestly pretty incredible. Jalen Smith's a really nice guy. He's gone through a lot, and I know he loves to give back. So I'm going to give it to Jalen Smith. It could be absolutely anyone, so don't be mad about that prediction. I'm just hoping a Cowboy wins it. And so I think that's all. I know there's like a front office award, so I'll give that. I don't know what it's called. But for me, I'm going to give it to the Bucs also. The Bucs obviously had a lot of free agent acquisitions. Tom Brady, Fournette, Gronk, the list goes on and on and on. And I think if they win a lot of games, I think it'll prove that the acquisitions they made, LaShawn McCoy, are going to be worth it. So I'm going to go with the Bucs front office for winning, I don't know what it's called, but the front office award. So the last award is the Fantasy Player of the Year award. And, I think Christian McCaffrey's going to win the Offensive Player of the Year award. So I'll give it to him. I think he'll have a great, great year again. I know he won it last year, but there's a reason why he's the number one pick in pretty much every single fantasy draft. He's that good. He has the keys to the Panthers offense, and I think he'll destroy once again. I don't really know how that works. I don't know if they'd like to give it back-to-back. But I'm going to stick with Christian McCaffrey, especially if I have him win the Offensive Player of the Year award. So that's all my award predictions. Let me know who you guys think are going to win all these awards down below. Let me know who your favorite team is. I want to talk to you guys, so don't be afraid to comment in the comment section. Like the video if you guys like this video. Subscribe if you guys want more of my predictions. Kind of me talking about certain games, my analysis, and quizzes and all that. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed once again, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'll probably be recapping the NBA second round because that's almost over. We're just waiting for the Nuggets and Clippers to wrap up their series. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys. I will see you guys in the next video, episode number 42. Bye, guys.